Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stride Esports inaugural season championships. And we are going to be taking a look at our Rocket League finals match, which is going to be a best of five. So I'm going to take a look here um, at the bracket, which is an exciting 16-team bracket that brought us down to the 1 and 2 seed. The sign of a well-seeded bracket right here. The first seed and second seed are battling it out to see who is going to prevail in the overall championship. So some exciting matches happened just before this that were not on stream. The Ison Eagles playing CODCA, which stands for Colorado Destination Career Academy and Insight School of Indiana. And a 1-3 bout, so it was at least a close match. The Cyber Academy of South Carolina playing the IDVA ITCA Insiders for an exciting match to bring us here to the finals.
Yes, this is Mason here again with Bradley, and this is going to be a super exciting matchup between these two teams. As Bradley was saying, these are not only just the number 1 and number 2 seeds, these are these are really like the top 2 teams in our entire league. I believe CODCA went the entire regular season losing only 1 game. That is incredible.
And I believe the one game that they lost was a 2v3.
Yeah, I mean, that is incredible. One of the things that's super exciting about this match that we're going to have for you tonight is that many of these players are high ranked in the game. So we're talking grand champ level. Those are, that's top 5%, if not top 2% of all players in this game. So you're going to see a lot of really intense mechanics on display tonight. I expect, Bradley, some absolutely insane aerial goals. The kind of goals that just that break your brain a little bit in terms of how they were able to do that.
No doubt. Having coached one of the teams that played these schools before, they are immaculate. They play at such a high level, and these kids are playing at levels that rival that of college and professional players. These kids are truly playing at the top 1% of the top 1% of Rocket League, and that is so exciting to see that we get to bring you guys a match that is so high ranked.
Yes, and so for those of you that are a little unfamiliar with Rocket League, unlike League of Legends, if you were here for that, this game could not be simpler for the uninitiated. It is soccer with cars. So it's almost like if the Fast and the Furious series merged with the entire sport of soccer and created a video game. So you're going to see 3 cars on each team for a total of 6. They are going to drive around and hit that ball. All on the map, you're going to see these little boost pads that give them a boost that lets them go faster. And they will also, as you will see throughout this game, they can use that boost to fly in the air. But the game has an extremely robust and awesome physics system that so when they're controlling these cars, they're going to make it look easy. They're going to fly up and hit a ball with precision. You got to know, viewers, that is the result of dozens upon dozens of hours of practice.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really remarkable watching people play this game at a high level, because it truly does make it seem like the easiest thing you can do as compared to League of Legends, which at any level looks hard. And so at this, it's just a fun game that has a low barrier to entry. Anyone can get on and drive a car around and play, but only the best have such incredible control over their car that they are able to fly it around, reset their flips off the top of the ball and off the wall to do some crazy, awesome things.
So we are almost ready here. We're just waiting for all the players to join up and get on their respective teams. I got to say, to the commentary for this game, it might be a little more ooh and ah, because these players are really, as we keep saying, it's going to be playing at such an exceptionally high level.
Yeah, 100%. I find myself in awe of the things that these kids can do with these cars, so you may find me speechless at some point as I watch them just fly across the map and control their car and the ball simultaneously.
Just a couple other things while we wait for all the students to join their teams. You are going to see a bunch of different cars, various skins, and you might see the Back to the Future car, for example. But largely in game, those skins are cosmetic. There are 3 broad types of cars that those skins are built on top of, which is to say that there's 3 cars that have a hitbox, which determines what point of the car touches the ball and collides with another object. So, which is all to say that there is no inherent value in having the Back to the Future car. It uses the same hitbox as the standard car that everyone has access to if you just play the game.
Right, so it's so different than League of Legends, where you ultimately have so many different champions with different abilities that can be considered broken or unbalanced at some point, whereas in this there is no balancing. The cars are the cars, and it's the player skill that determines everything, and so that's exciting. So here we go, getting into game 1 of 5. We see the kickoff goes towards the red team, the Cyber Academy of South Carolina. Let's see if they can follow it up with a goal.
We get a demo here from Cask, and a beautiful save right there. Colorado taking the shot, just didn't quite have the angle, and then off the backboard and into the goal. Colorado
Great teamwork there. Playing the ball off the backboard is such an important way to set up your team to have time to come in and do what you just saw Chief Agent do there, which was to aerial up in the air, take it off the backboard into the goal, which is so hard to defend.
Yeah, and he took advantage of, I think, a mistake that South Carolina made. They hit that player hit the ball straight up, and it really positioned it in an opportunistic way for Colorado to come in here and set up the pass and secure the goal. You saw right there, that's one of those mechanics. He flipped off the wall and just couldn't quite hit that ball, so he kind of gave up a little bit of ownership of that ball, and so it's still on the Colorado side of the field.
Colorado's doing a good job on defensive rotations to just not allow that ball anywhere near their goal while it's on their side of the field. You see them taking it out of the corner and not being afraid to just get it away. Now that was a great hit off the backboard, and like we just talked about, the backboard is hard to save. It buys them time, and look at the teammate come in and just sweep under for a quick goal, and it's all tied up.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's been a minute that has passed in this game, a minute and 5 seconds, and we've already got 2 goals on both teams. Or rather, 2 goals in the game, 1 for each team. A demo off the wall. So if you get demoed in this game, that is just a quick respawn. You're going to be out of the game for about 2-3 seconds.
Great defense there. Deal. Good goal save.
So there we see Colorado, sending 2 people up to defend against that backboard. That is how dangerous it is. It is probably one of the most awkward spots in the game to defend. And I'm going to be looking for both teams to continue to put the ball right at that backboard.
Absolutely. So what that's called is a rotation towards backboard defense, which is essentially when a team just goes up and tries to clear it off the backboard to allow their goalie to stay in goal. The goalie never wants to have to look up and try and defend or clear a shot that comes above him, because as you said, it's an awkward view angle and it's so difficult to do as a goalie. So it's up to the other 2 defenders to take care of that.
We see here some pressure being put on from Colorado on the Carolina side of the field, although they are able to clear it. Now things are looking dicey for Colorado. Beautiful aerial save. That was incredible, Bradley.
Yes, definitely. If you can see these aerials, the way that they spun in the air, that just gives some extra control over the car. And he went up, and to be able to find that ball and knock it down towards the goal, even though it was saved, was a really good play. Both teams really have the ability to pull off those aerials, and it's fun to watch. Wow, great aerial save, just like we were talking about. This is shaping up to be such a close match, off the backboard twice there. This is going to be so exciting to watch a game between absolutely the 2 best teams in our league.
Yeah, it looks like Colorado had a setup here for a shot off the backboard.
Wow!
Gosh, it's just
what a
hanging
crazy goal! bouncing up and down under the post.
Man, I'm thinking, oh man, I'm thinking like Happy Gilmore, man, just tap it in, give it a little tappy tap.
Yes, absolutely.
And really at that point, I mean, it's almost impossible to defend that if you're Carolina. Kind of a neutral kickoff, but Carolina does kind of maintain possession of it though.
Mm-hmm.
Cleared back to their side of the field. Let's see, we got 3 back there. They're putting some heavy defense to keep that ball off their side of the field, Bradley.
Definitely. They're just rotating to keep it on their side, but that aerial is going to send it towards the goal, and so we're going to see if Colorado is going to be able to take this off the out of the corner and score off of it. Doesn't look like it. Oh, wow, what a great shot from midfield, up with the aerial. Let's see that replay. Let's see him take it off the wall and then follow up. His teammate follows up with a good shot to just.
You saw there, Wonderclear tried to contest it, and I mean, just got out mechanics there with an open goal. Incredible right there.
Good save from Colorado, just staying calm with their goalie and waiting for those shots to center.
We got 1 minute remaining, so there is overtime. There is going to be a winner. There's no such thing as a tie in this game, unlike soccer. There will be a winner, and if we get to overtime, there will be a golden goal situation for this first game in the best-of-5 series.
Nothing more exciting than overtime in a finals match.
Yes, hopefully we don't set any records. The professionals set not too long ago set an 18-minute overtime record.
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen.
All right, we got some more pressure here from Colorado. Well defended though by Carolina, clearing it to Colorado's side of the field.
That was a good pinch shot to send it quickly to the Colorado side and keep them on the back foot.
We've got about 5 seconds here. It's looking like it's going to go to overtime.
Almost guaranteed, yeah.
Yep, so that one's going to stay on the screen. The game's not going to...
Oh my gosh! Unbelievable. Wow.
So if you're wondering, wait, why didn't the game end? Why didn't it go to overtime? Well, it's going to go to overtime the moment the ball hits the ground. So you see there, Wonder Clean, he could have, in a normal situation, could have just had that roll in off the ground. He wisely kept it up in the air to keep the game from going to overtime and really steals game 1 away from, or at least prevents that overtime situation from happening.
What an exciting way to end our first game of the finals. To balance that and keep it up, that was really cool. All right, and remember, it's a best-of-5, so we're going into the second match. The first team to 3 wins is going to take it. All right, we see him quickly jumping into the match, so let's get into the spectate and sit back and watch.
Yeah, so really no downtime here at all. Game 1 over, game 2 starting. Right off the bat, Colorado getting it on Carolina's side of the field.
Yeah, kickoffs are so important. Being able to manage contesting that ball and keeping it in a position that your team can prevent it. Wow, good shot on goal from way back in the field. Really a lot of speed on that ball. Let's see how he did that.
Sidewall bounce and just shoots it over the heads of Colorado.
It had a lot of momentum, and he was in boost. He was in supersonic there, so he was able to just kind of tap it over their heads and had enough speed to prevent them from rotating back. Colorado on a good kickoff, but good defensive play from Carolina. Go ahead.
Well, to talk about that goal, when the ball is sailing over your head like that, if you're on ball cam, that can be very disorienting, even for an experienced player like the ones we have here. Incredible clear to keep it on the Colorado side of the field from Chief there. Chief Agent, man, true to his name.
Really good ball control. Yeah, he's the Chief.
True to his name. All hail the Chief. This guy gets it off the ceiling. I mean, it looks like he kind of just 1v2'd right there.
He did, yeah. He outmaneuvered both of those cars and controlled his shot really well.
Another fairly neutral kickoff, it looks like. One of my good friends that plays this game at the Grand Champ level likes to say, just like football, you've got offense, defense, and special teams being the kickoff. And all three are important pillars of this game.
Yeah, and as you saw, it was a really good follow-up by Colorado to aerial across and clear that away.
You saw right there both cars jumping up to secure the clear and prevent Carolina from scoring.
Oh, wow. Great redirect. So redirect is where you barely tap the ball to just kind of keep its momentum but shift it slightly another direction. So Chief just kind of tips his car forward, and that's that car control. You saw his car tip forward. That was all him with multiple button inputs to secure that, and that was remarkable.
I want to point out on that goal, Chief Agent launched the ball almost vertically up in the air. His teammate comes in to set up the pass. Chief Agent gets the goal.
Wow, and they're just running away with this.
Oh, this is a tough spot to be in, and if you're Carolina, this is a really tough spot. Game one was mostly tied for the duration, 3-1 at 3-3-3. I mean, certainly not too big of a hole, but Carolina has really got to step it up and prevent these great setups from Colorado.
Absolutely. So we see a demo there. 2 demos.
Double demo.
Wow. So the Cyber Academy of South Carolina is looking to do something with that, but they unfortunately were rotated too far up to prevent that. And that's the problem. That's the difficult thing about the defensive rotation. It's got to be so fast sometimes.
Yeah, I don't hate that play. They had the pass off just off the side of the goal. They just didn't have another player there to take advantage of that pass and secure the goal. Instead, they have an open goal situation, and things are looking dire for
Look how many taps
Carolina.
he gets on that ball. That was some air dribbling, which is just another component of this game that is remarkably difficult.
Just like in soccer or hockey, you largely, when you're not scoring goals, you're going to want to control and possess that ball. And so dribbling, which is where you're kind of constantly doing that, is a way to do that. Once again, I mean, this is incredible from Colorado. They are not letting up. They really nearly scored a goal right there, and they have just been keeping the pressure on Carolina. Another backboard play right there, almost leading to a goal.
Yeah, and another thing to remember too is that these players are trying their hardest to manage their boost, meaning they're picking up the boost at the right times and stealing away the boost on the opposite side of the field in order to starve the other team of that fuel that allows these cars to do those aerials. When you see on the right that they have 0 boost, that means that they have no ability to fly or really go very fast across the field and rotate in a way that will help.
Yeah, it basically means It basically means they are largely unable to make a play on the ball. And so a lot of these players are probably well experienced in boost management. Wow, incredible save from Carolina right there. I thought for sure that was going in.
I agree. It was really close, but ultimately you saw that Colorado followed up really well with a backwards pass, which you don't see a lot because in this game you don't
Really
want to keep it on your side. But if you can pass it backwards to a teammate who's set up for it, you basically guarantee that the ball is back on that side, and you maybe have a good shot on goal. So that's fun to see these kids pulling off those complicated and sometimes dangerous moves.
Yeah, once again, here we go. Another backboard shot, not able to quite get it. And great here, though, dribbling it toward the Colorado side of the field, setting up to a pass. And it looks like Colorado's able to clear it away. So, I think, Carolina is really, they're making plays. They're getting the setups, but just not able to get that follow through. And I am shocked Great was not able to tap that ball in right there.
I agree. It was
just
really
a little
close.
too much power leading to this situation. So, just like in a best of situation, it doesn't matter that Colorado's up 5-1. These goals are going to reset. It's all about just winning those individual games. So, if I'm Carolina, if I'm Carolina, I want to keep my mental together for this one. I want to just try to get a goal if I can, and start preparing for the next game.
Yeah, definitely. With only 48 seconds, the likelihood of 4 goals is unlikely. It is not unheard of. It happens, but they're definitely going to want to be thinking about how they can kind of shake this off and come back at it. They obviously showed in the first game they are totally capable of keeping up with this. There you go. Great goal from Tyler.
Yeah, let's check this one out. So we get a pinch, so the ball just kind of soars way over.
Slight missed aerial on the defensive rotation, and bam, you have a
Commentated almost saved that one.
Right,
almost.
Just a 3-goal game now. 30 seconds left to go. It's funny in soccer, if we said it was a 3-goal game, we would not be saying only. We would be saying, wow, it's a 3-goal game. This is not looking good. But Rocket League is fast-paced and exciting, and anything can happen.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be looking next game for Carolina to, make those offensive plays, but maybe not go as all in on them as they have. I mean, that demo play I think really was kind of the oh, well, see, there we go. Two goals in less than a minute. But that double demo play, that's where things I think really started to collapse for them.
Great is really living up to his name with that play, because he aerials really well, air dribbling, and then just waits it out for the rebound and is patient there. That was a great play.
With 3 seconds left, Carolina's going to have to get a quick kickoff goal, which they're unable to get, and it's gonna take us to game 3.
Absolutely. Kodka up 2.
Colorado with match
well played
point.
on both sides, though. Kodka just has to pull out one more win to secure their inaugural season Stride Esports Championship. And to do so, they're really just going to have to play just like they've been doing, with a lot of great defensive plays. I've noticed that they are really doing well on those defensive rotations to not allow goals. All right, we're coming back to you after some brief technical issues. The thing about being this virtual league is that we have schools across the country, and ultimately servers that are closer to some schools than others. So to reflect the home field advantage of the higher seed, we're going to play two games on US East servers, 2 games on US West, then for the home team rotate back to East to allow for an even match. But of course, that may not matter. This could be the last game. This is match point for Colorado, who just slaps in that goal.
Yep. So it's not going to reflect on the scoreboard, but Colorado is still up 2-0, and now within this game 3 up 1-0. All right. Once again, Colorado winning that kickoff, setting themselves up. Oh, man, the demo. They stole that right from Carolina's playbook. WonderClean here gets the demo and setting up Gamertator for the easy goal. Just, gingerly kicking that ball in.
Yep. No fouls in this league. You can demo as much as you want, bump as much as you want. It is full contact car sport. And you saw that was a very good offensive play, as it knocked out the defender and just allowed them to bump in the goal.
Yeah, so, right there we saw Carolina going for the corner aerial dribble play. Doesn't quite work out for them, but they're still able to maintain the pressure and keep the ball on this side of the field. And, oh, man, that just barely clipped the top edge of the goal. Carolina almost walking away with the goal right there. Had almost a little bit of a fast break scenario there. Carolina able to defend it. Another great reaction from WonderClean to save that, to make a save on that ball. Demo also onto great. Let's see if this opens up an opportunity.
I saw a question in the chat about what the series score is. It's 2-0. Colorado is up for the series as well as the game.
And Carolina answering back with a goal of their own. The great pass from Great. Didn't mean to say both those words there, but he's living up to his name there. It was an awesome pass from him to set up Tyler for the goal.
Yeah, that was a really good play to keep this competitive on the side of South Carolina. They're going to look to put pressure now that they were able to score that goal and make it just a single goal game. That is going so close. Great work on Tyler's end to take that away from the backboard and not let that fall down and potentially go
Yeah,
in.
Chief Agent almost getting the aerial hit to keep it on the Carolina side. Another demo from Gamer onto Great. There must be some hostilities going on there.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, just some good defensive plays here.
Yeah.
But Colorado's keeping up the pressure. They know that they can't pull that off all the time, and there you go. Just when there's too many people rotating for that defense and it gets confusing. I mean, you saw that was an unfortunate little own goal there that it happens by no fault of their own.
On that first shot, they had really 2 layers of defense. Their front guy, unfortunately, unable to get the ball, so the other 2 guys have to get it. Creates that unfortunate situation for him. Tyler with a hit into the corner, setting up for Space God maybe. No, unable to get it done. Keeping the pressure though, Carolina is.
Yes, they're doing a good job of still making this competitive. But with that, oh wow, just a great play on the ground to say, we don't care about your aerial, you're going to drop it right here, we're going to clear it.
I gotta say, I'm really impressed with Colorado's just constant aggression. They metaphorically do not let up on the gas at all. Oh, it looks like Great got Agent this time on the demo. Doesn't seem to kind of buys them a little bit of time to gather their senses and hopefully try to clear this ball out from their goal.
Just a little setup play, but looks like they may not be able to follow it up. Good defense.
Chief Agent had a clean shot on the goal. Just car control is real difficult, even for these experienced players. Chief Agent's going to wish he had that shot back.
Yes. Let's see if he can kind of make up for it with some good plays to take this game a little further away from South Carolina's grip.
All right, so once again we see Colorado just trying to as best they can to keep the ball on Carolina's side of the field. Another demo to buy Carolina some time. 3 people in goal, they're going to clear that ball pretty easily. All right, so once again, we see Colorado not letting up on the gas.
Wow, just off that corner post. That's such a hard shot to do anything about. If you're South Carolina, that's a hard one to.
Yeah, with only 38 seconds left in this game, it's not looking great for Carolina.
No, it is looking like Colorado is going to show that they were truly the first place team. They were first place in the regular season and played through these matchups and sliced through everyone like butter. So they're playing up to their position.
You cast your curse a little bit. Carolina answers back, but they've got 26 seconds to secure 2 more goals just to tie it.
We've seen crazier things in game 1. That bobble to finish it off and prevent overtime was one of those things you don't expect to see happen. So will we see 2 more goals?
Oh, and there we go once again. Colorado, I know I keep saying this, but they do not want to give Carolina any opportunity at all to come back in this game. I can almost feel their hunger. Oh, wow. But look at this. Great is able to make an awesome play on that ball.
And they just have 9 seconds to put this down and finish it off.
Yeah, I mean, you see this in the NBA all the time. We might see some heroics here from Carolina.
They're going to want to buy time, but they are keeping it on that side of the field. But that clear.
Great misses the setup.
He's going to want to knock it down, and there it is. There it goes. Colorado.
Yeah.
Destination Career Academy is going to be our inaugural season Stride Esports champions. Super proud of these kids and their coaches for their dedication, and what an awesome end to a great season.
Absolutely. Carolina played their absolute heart out, and this series was really competitive. Game 2, of course, was a bit of a runaway for Colorado, but at Game 1 and Game 3, super competitive. Bradley, I see these 2 teams meeting up again in our next season.
I don't doubt it. And, this is where it comes down to the longevity of this season is about keeping players and also about, if your team is a young team or a team that's graduating a lot of seniors, we'll be excited to see if Colorado and South Carolina are going to be bringing back such competitive teams in the next couple years. So um, it's all about longevity. And if they can leave, they've already left their mark on the league, and we'll see if they can leave a bigger legacy.
Well, I want to say thank you to all of our viewers, players, their parents, coaches, and everyone in the league and in the schools that have made this season possible. This was a ton of work that from everyone, and it led to this moment with these two awesome finals series.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for coming and listening to us um, in our attempt to give you some interesting commentary and hopefully enlighten you a little bit about these games and what we're trying to do here at the Stride Esports League. We couldn't be more excited to be a part of this as coaches, and our kids just are really enjoying being part of something that's so social, on top of the fact that they get to do what they love, which is to play video games with their friends while also keep being held responsible academically and being responsible for kind of the team. And that's just the exciting thing about esports and what all it can bring to a school. All
Well,
right.
that'll do it for us. We wish everyone a great weekend, and we will see you all next season. And we're looking forward to all the exciting things that will bring.
All right. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.
Have a good evening, everyone.